Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Sherber, and I'm the principal and the proud principal of these 7th grade musicians. I want to thank you for coming tonight. We're very, very excited. These guys are very excited to showcase a lot of hard work that they've had so far this year. It's a busy time of the year. It's a busy night, as you can see. We're glad you're here. It means a lot to these guys that you're here tonight. We're very proud of the fact that these guys have been working hard, and we're excited for this evening. So if you would, the phones are okay, but if we could just turn the ringers off, then we'll be just fine. So I believe we have, I'd like to introduce our 7th grade orchestra with Miss Michelle Shetler-Stein, and I believe we have a student introducing the balance of the program.
'Twas the night of the concert when all through the house not a student was Snapchatting or wearing the wrong blouse. The stockings were black and the dress shoes were too, in hopes that the director wouldn't be blue. The children were nestled all snug in their seats, with visions of ice cream as post-concert treats. No iPads or tablets blocked any views, and camera flashes didn't blind our crews. A ringtone-free audience sat in their seats, waiting for their evening to become complete. Mom with her camera and Dad with his phone knew to put them on silent and leave them alone. When out in the audience there arose such a clatter, Mama rushed Baby to the lobby to see what was the matter. Miss Shetler-Stein stood backstage with a grin, knowing soon that the concert was set to begin. Onto the stage she sashayed so sweet, to give the 7th grade their first downbeat. As 2024 comes to an end, Happy New Year, we'll see you again.
Welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. My name is Mrs. Shetler-Stein, and I am the proud teacher of these 7th grade musicians that you see on stage. We have been working really hard the last 4 months on preparing this music for you, and are super excited to have you here so we can share our journey with you. We're going to be starting with a piece by Frank Rogers called Bluesy Woozy. Up next, we have A Mysterious March into the Darkness by a piece by Mikkel Rogers. Here is Into the Midnight Forest. Next up, a piece by Catherine Greisinger. We're going to now take you on a mysterious treasure hunt, a mysterious hunt for ancient treasures. This next piece is called Artifacts. Something that I like about this one is it has a very unique ending. Before we do our final piece, I have some thank yous that I need to make sure are said in public. First of all, thank you to our administration for being here tonight, Mr. Scherber, and I think I saw Mr. Olson in the back as well. Thank you for being here tonight, showing your support for our students on stage. Big thank you to our people helping live stream tonight, making it possible for people that weren't able to be in person with us to also experience the concert. Big thank you to our administrative assistants. Big thank you to our custodial staff. They're helping me haul all sorts of heavy stuff and just making sure that our building is in as good of shape as possible. Big thank you to 7th grade staff members. The students on stage had their first mass rehearsal this morning. They have never performed on this stage with these pieces until today. They typically meet in a group of 32 students 1 hour or 39 students in a different hour in mixed instruments. They have no lessons, and we're still able to put on a program like this. And that doesn't happen without a whole bunch of cooperation from a whole bunch of people. So I very much appreciate that. Big thank you to our music department in general. Great people to work with, also very, very supportive. Thank you to our parent volunteers that were helping behind the scenes tonight. Big thank you to all of you that are here in the audience as well, showing your support for these musicians on stage. And a big thank you to Miss Salmon for joining us, accompanying us tonight. And finally, last but not least, a big thank you to all of these wonderful 7th graders on stage. I appreciate you, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the hard work that you have put into this evening. And without any further ado, we are going to invite Mr. Scherber on stage to perform with us. Do you want to stand right behind me? Okay. We are going to be concluding our program with an arrangement by Bob Phillips of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and Mr. Scherber is going to be doing the narration.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were all nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the crest of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. But when to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop his coursers they flew. With a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. And the wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
I'm going to steal an idea from somebody. I was speaking, I don't even remember who I was talking with. It was somebody at lunch, and they were talking about how they went to a concert, and the director gave people in the audience an opportunity to come closer up on stage and get a picture of their musician. Is there anybody in here that would like that opportunity? And I'm going to have the students stay really, really still and give you their corniest smiles. Their nicest smiles. If you would like to come up and snap a picture, I'm going to give you the next 30 seconds to do that, if you want to come on up. Hopefully you got a picture of your favorite musician. And then I have just a special request for those of you that are willing and able. What we're going to do next is we are going to send these 7th graders to